Well, I'm going to do a little two-parter here, but this is the first one. What I wish my father would have told me is one, and what my father did tell me is another. And what I'm saying here is what I'm grateful for, what my father taught me. I was 10 years old when my father went on to heaven, and he only lived 43 years on this earth. But I'm grateful for my father teaching me a great principle of business. So here's a great principle of business for you out there, because so many of us get our paycheck every week, or it's deposited in our bank account, or we know how much money is coming in. And so what we do is we budget based on what comes in. And that's a wonderful thing that we know how much money's coming in. But the problem is, it's not how much comes in that we have the problem with. The problem is how much goes out. And I remember my dad used to take me to his car dealership when I was a little boy. And one day I would work in the finance office. One Saturday I'd work out on the sales floor. One Saturday I'd work in the parts department. One Saturday I'd work in the body shop. One Saturday I'd work in the dealer prep area. And I enjoyed being around cars all those times. I learned that black is good when you're sitting there looking at the books, and red is bad. Red was my favorite color as a little boy. But those are the little things that you remember back then. They used to have the little two-headed pencil. One was red on one end, black on the other end. But one afternoon, my dad came and got me, and he said, "Listen, tomorrow we go into work. Don't wear your tie and your shirt. Just come in your play clothes." And I'm like, "What am I going to be doing? Washing cars or what?" So we get there, and my dad takes me out to the back door of the car dealership, and he sets me at the very back door outside on an old metal chair. And I sat down, and my dad said, "Now look, you just sit here." And he said, "I will come and get you at the end of the day." And so I sat there, and I sat down, and I just was watching and wondering. I'm like, am I being punished? I'm sitting out in the hot sun. I'm sitting on the metal chair. And as a kid, you're just sitting there kicking the dirt. And, you know, as a kid, you're curious. So I'm looking around. I'm walking around. I'm trying to talk to anybody that goes in or out. But, you know, I'm sitting there going. And then lunchtime came. My dad brought me a sandwich. He said, "Well, you just sit here, eat your sandwich." And we had one of those little bottle of Coca-Colas. And then the end of the day came up, and my dad said, "So, what'd you learn today?" I said, "I learned I don't want to sit at the back door in the heat in this metal chair." And he laughed. He said, "Well, no, that's not what it was about." He said, "I work out front and you work out back." He said, "Tell me what you saw today." And I began to tell him the people that came in, the people that left, and the times that people came in, because I didn't have anything else to do. And then I said, "Daddy, I didn't know that we sold tires out the back door." And he said, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Where did they go?" I said, "In the trunk of that car over there." So my dad and I sat there and waited, and eventually someone came over, opened the trunk, and my dad walked up and said, "Where did you get the tires?" And obviously someone had stolen the tires. And so riding home at night, I said to Dad, "Dad, I really don't understand what that was all about." He said, "Listen, son, it doesn't matter how much I bring in the front door. If we don't watch the back door, we'll never make money. But," he said, "if we watch the front door and we watch the back door, we will be successful." So it's not how much you earn, but it's how much the outlay is. So that was my little lesson. I was grateful that my father taught me that, because it didn't matter how much money that I earned. It was more important on where the money went. So that's just my little nugget about the great thing that I thought my dad taught me.